again. Thanks for joining us. We have the tornado warning still going at 7:45 for this red boxed in area. This yellow area was a severe thunderstorm warning. The Weather Service has just let me know they're canceling that. So the severe thunderstorm warning here is just about done. Most of the high rotation here, we're going to zoom in tight on it, seems to have really died down a whole lot in the last 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm hoping that this thing's going to go away here in the next 4 or 5 minutes. Our warning only goes until 7:45 anyway, but is continuing for the moment officially. Here's the Kennedy Space Center. Here's Wilson. Here's Titus right here. Here's JJ. If we had the tornado on the ground, it would be in this area of intense activity here. We've been tracking the wind and the lightning and the rotation in the last few minutes. Let me stand on this side for just a moment as the streets are popping up here. Here's Washington Avenue, and there's Parish Road right there around JJ. The activity's at its heaviest right in here in this boxed-in area. Now keep in mind, this yellow this morning has gone away. Julie Broughton's in the Weather Center operating the radar for me right now. Julie, let's throw the lightning on. See if we can track the lightning core and try to figure out what's going on with that. That really looks a little less impressive to me, too. We've only had maybe a couple of hundred lightning strikes. Now 600 is what we're registering in our little boxed-in area here in the last hour or so. As we stop the motion of the storm here, we'll see what's happening. This thing is doing a number here where it was going due east and kind of sagged down to the south. So for the longest time, we thought we would be done with this by around 7 o'clock, then 7:15. Then it got extended all the way until now, until 7:45. Here we stand at 7:40, getting close to 7:41, and the continuation of the thunderstorm warning. This warning lifted, this tornado warning still going. Julie's over in the Storm Tracking Center. Julie, you have the icons up. We don't seem to be picking up much rotation anymore.
Oh, right. It's not picking up on as much rotation. We have still seen some lightning out there. But remember, earlier, right now we're picking up on 1,500 lightning strikes in the last hour. A little bit earlier at times we had about 4,000. So that's a good indication that we are seeing some weakening with this. But still, notice all those areas of yellow, red, and orange on the radar. That's where we're talking about heavy rain. I'll turn the lightning off for you so you can see the actual rainfall reflectivity, and we can track some of that for you and show you what we're finding as far as rainfall rates. Around 1.5 inches of rain falling in some spots. Still, though, there's our hail core right there sitting between Titusville and Indian River City. We've had lots of reports of large hail today. That is still happening in Brevard County when we're indicating 5 inches of rain per hour. That's our hail core, the hail flying around in there. And we do want to mention that even though a lot of spots haven't seen warnings today, we have had reports of wind damage in Lake County and Groveland area.
Areas that weren't warned about.
Right. So areas, we had a lot of heat out there today. We made it into the low 90s. We had our sea breezes set up. We have a larger scale system. So all of that coming together to produce some really rough weather for us. And as we take a look at all of Central Florida right now, our western counties looking pretty good right now. Still seeing some pretty intense activity in the Kissimmee area down near the attractions. I'll throw the lightning back on for you. Now we're talking about this entire area, our entire viewing area, seeing almost 5,000 lightning strikes in the last area. So still some crazy lightning out there, still some heavy rain. As all of this, we can put the radar in motion for you and show you the track of this, generally moving off toward the east, but that warning area that we're talking about with the tornado warning, that particular cell that we're really keeping an eye on, that took more of a southerly track. I'm going to go back in for you. That tornado warning for northern Brevard County continues for us until 7:45 in that little red box. As we can see, all of that continue to track off to the south. I'm turning our icon technology on for you again. Right now, our radar really not indicating any rotation within these storms. We can turn on a different piece of technology for you and try to see if we're picking up on anything. But it does look like our situation is improving.
Rapid.
We're talking, yeah, things looking a lot better for us.
You got a couple of dollars.
Right, so that's picking up. Right, that's our cell path technology indicating right now no rotation. Still talking about some hail. We just showed you that with those very high rainfall rates. That almost 6 inches of rain per hour. That was our hail core. All of that continuing to travel off to the south. But these stats here that you see on your screen really have improved even in the last 15 minutes or so. Talking about no damaging wind out there, but still talking about some hail, some heavy rain, and certainly some strong winds, but looking a little bit better. But we have that warning up for you until 7:45, and we've been with you since these warnings first popped right around 6:30. The severe thunderstorm warning that was posted a little bit earlier for those of you in southern Brevard County, that has dropped. That thunderstorm producing that has been allowed to move off the coast. I'm going to slide back and show you what's happening across our other areas so you're not feeling abandoned out there. We're talking about in Seminole County, some pretty heavy rain for you, and still some strong thunderstorms sitting off to the south of Sanford. No rotation indicated there, and that's what's important. We have seen a lot of rotation in the atmosphere today, but it looks like now
I think it's getting worked over.
Yeah, things looking really a lot better out there for us, even though some folks, well, indicating the potential of a little bit of rotation within that storm near Geneva, but no warnings in there, right?
A rotation over the warning area seems to really become more unfurled, is the term I normally use, but normally I reserve it for hurricane season, when it kind of starts to open up. But this rotation of the tornadic area seems to have unfurled and opened up as well. The Weather Service says there is still a notch of inflow that's pretty good around Playa Linda, so as it exits out the Cape. We're going to continue to watch it, but our severe thunderstorm warning is about, our tornado warning is about to come off the clock here at 7:45. So we're going to watch it right up until that time. You're seeing the area that we're warned still does continue through Brevard County. I'm going to step in front of the camera and show you exactly what we're talking about. This action all the way, the box is to the north of Titusville, but all the activity has collapsed this way now. So we're watching this action around Titusville down to the breaking point there, continuing to watch it. Here's Mims, it's south of you. There's LaGrange. Here's Titusville. Titusville, Indian River City, that's the spot we're going to continue to watch as we approach 7:45. Time to say goodbye to the tornado warning. We're going to take a quick break right here and come right back with some news updates with the news of the day.